Good morning นะครับ everyone. Welcome back to the university นะครับ I hope that you enjoyed your term break นะครับ and stay safe. Right. Okay. By the way, how are you today ครับ Are you good? Okay. Morning ครับ Tarit. I hope that everyone is good today. Okay. Nice to know that นะครับ Okay. Morning ครับ Right. All right นะครับ so first of all I would like to talk about the tools that we have to use for teaching and learning in this term first. So the communication way that we use in order to conduct the lecture of this class I normally use Zoom I normally use Zoom and for the examination while you are having the exam because we have to take an exam together for all 5 sections. Then during the midterm and final examination, we'll use WebEx that I'll just talk about it later before we have the exam. Also for the teaching and learning management systems, we use MUIC e-learning that you can see the link that I showed you in the Sky system already I will just post the exercises, assignments, and handouts in that channel apart from that one for the Zoom when we have some intermediate documents that we have to use for example if I have some handouts or syllabus I'll also send it to you through the Zoom chat box as well to the Zoom chat box as well apart from that one another channel that we use in order to let you communicate with me outside the class because this term most of the time we are still out of the campus so I will set up the line group for us so that we can just communicate outside the class and in case that you have any question that you would like to ask me or if there are some urgent matters for example if I need to have some class cancellation you can also just apart from checking from Sky system you can check from the line group as well that I'll post it there and sometimes I might put some reminders for you for example the submission of the assignments due date is approaching or another week to go there will be midterm exam or final exam I'll also just let you know I'll remind you as well this is because I remember that couple of trimesters before when we had the the online class like this there was one student she forgot to take an exam because she totally forgot about the date since then I just try to help the students in order to remind you that we are going to have the exam on the specific date and time so that you not forget it okay right okay so firstly I'll talk about the course syllabus for this subject so I will just send the file to you over the chat box okay just won't be long okay. Okay, while you are receiving the file, I'll also setting up the line group for us as well, and then I'll send the QR code for you. Okay, just won't be longนะครับ I'm creating the QR code for you.
Excuse me ค่ะอาจารย์
ครับ
Could you let like my friend is still waiting for your
โอเค yeah ครับ I
thank
accept that already ครับ just won't be long นะครับ should be ready right now นะครับ Alright, for anyone who cannot access the file from the chat box นะครับ you may just like add yourself to the line group from the share screen as well นะครับ Okay, please add yourself now นะครับ just in case that you haven't received the syllabus I'll also send to our line group as well นะครับ Okay, the file that I sent in the line group is the same file that I also sent in the chat box นะครับ it's a course syllabus of this subject นะครับ Okay, right. Okay, so I'll explain about like our course outline or the course syllabus of this subject first นะครับ so that you understand what we are going to study นะครับ in this subject นะครับ Okay, right. Okay, now let's begin นะครับ in this subject นะครับ this subject is ICMB 207 or ICMB 282 for the old curriculum นะครับ it is the management of business information นะครับ or computer software usage skills นะครับ this is the same course นะครับ this subject consists of 4 lecture for credits นะครับ for credit it's a 4 credit course consists of 4 lecture hours นะครับ per each week นะครับ so that means we will meet each other นะครับ 4 hours in a week that are Monday and Wednesday from 8 o'clock นะครับ to 10 o'clock so we still need you to have the self-study for 8 hours per week นะครับ that means apart from our lecture นะครับ you have to spend the time to practice and learn นะครับ by yourself as well นะครับ approximately 8 hours in a week นะครับ this is the undergraduate degrees program นะครับ and it is a core business subject นะครับ so in this subject นะครับ we have 2 lectures นะครับ the first lecture นะครับ is the responsible course coordinator นะครับ อาจารย์วีระ he is the lecturer for section 1 to section 3 นะครับ and for me my name is Paramin นะครับ for myself นะครับ for me myself I'm responsible for section 4 and section 5 นะครับ so you are in section number 4 I'm the course lecturer นะครับ for the whole term นะครับ I'm responsible for our section for the whole term this one นะครับ for the phone number is just in case that we can just like resume the class on the campus นะครับ this is the way that you can contact me but I mean outside นะครับ the office นะครับ you can also send the email to me or send the message in the line group นะครับ I prefer you to send to the line group first so that I know who is like trying to contact me because sometimes if you send me a private chat in the line messenger นะครับ the message goes very fast and then I don't know who contact me นะครับ sometimes I miss that message นะครับ so you better just like contact me via the line group first นะครับ and when I know that you are trying to talk to me นะครับ then we can just like start the private chat for the office hours นะครับ normally apart from the time that we meet each other นะครับ in the Zoom session here you can appoint นะครับ me to talk to you นะครับ if you have to just like discuss on if you would like to discuss with me on any matter นะครับ my office hours normally it's on Monday and Wednesday นะครับ the class days นะครับ 4 to 6 p.m. 4 to 6 p.m. This is my official office hours. But if you have like to meet me outside this schedule นะครับ please make an appointment นะครับ for example like on previous trimesters when some students would like to talk about like the exercises นะครับ or assignments นะครับ and they say that อาจารย์ I'm very busy and I always have class on 4 to 6 is it possible to schedule the meeting later นะครับ it's possible ครับ we can just like meet each other via Zoom นะครับ but we have to just like make an appointment first นะครับ okay so this subject we offer this subject นะครับ every trimester นะครับ every trimester and approximately นะครับ we can accept up to 40 students per section only นะครับ so I heard that some of your friends นะครับ may want to take this subject นะครับ but it's already full and some of them try to contact me to overcap นะครับ the course the section for them นะครับ I can tell you you may just like tell your friends that it's out of my control นะครับ you have to contact the BA division so that they will make a decision whether they allow the overcap for each section or not นะครับ okay so this subject นะครับ has no prerequisites นะครับ and for the subject here นะครับ the ICMB207 or 282 here นะครับ it doesn't need any co-requisite course นะครับ so now let's see ครับ for the goals and objective of this course นะครับ because nowadays นะครับ modern organization have been increasingly relying on availability of data to make better decision that means currently นะครับ data is not just to save นะครับ and back up only but normally นะครับ most of the modern organization use this kind of data as one of the tools that they can just like use it in order to help making นะครับ the decisions of their organization นะครับ or the tools in order to be the competitive advantage over other organizations นะครับ so much so now that data is regarded as a new oil the overall goal of this course is to prepare students นะครับ to understand the importance of data you will learn how to use computerized tools to build data models as well as analyze and visualize data in order to make informed decisions so nowadays when you work with any organizations in every day they come up with like lots of data some data นะครับ is generated from the business transactions some data นะครับ the organization has to buy from like the other sources for example some companies นะครับ that they define themselves as the information provider นะครับ information provider for example Bloomberg นะครับ or Reuters for Bloomberg or Reuters some of you may have heard that these companies นะครับ are news agency นะครับ but actually the news is just like one product of this company they have like some other kind of products that they sell to other companies as well for example if you want to know the stock price นะครับ the real-time stock price of different stock market around the world if you want to know the real-time crude oil price นะครับ around the world or the real-time price of the gold นะครับ or exchange rate นะครับ these companies provide the online data that you can purchase as well so these kind of data they are important because like some of the organization especially if you are running the international business นะครับ the the currency exchange rate, that is the real time one, is important for your companyนะครับ instead of just like going to check with the Bank of Thailand's website every day นะครับ most of the company they subscribe the real-time data from those information provider นะครับ and when they have to analyze the data นะครับ the data just like flow into the company นะครับ through the internet นะครับ automatically every day นะครับ so that's why in this class you have to learn นะครับ the importance of data so we are going to use the computerized tools
Mob Sec 1 ใช่
Hello, anyone want to talk to me? Okay. Okay, so in this one, you can see that we have to use the computerized tools. What kind of computerized tools that we have to use? I mentioned in our Sky system, in the announcement already. I'm sure that every of you saw the message of mine already. This class we have to use two different major tools. The first one is Microsoft Excel. The other one is Microsoft Power BI. Microsoft Excel will be used at the beginning of the term until midterm. That is the only tools that we have to use. And after midterm exam, we will have to switch to another software that is Microsoft Power BI. You may have to use Microsoft Excel a bit in order to just like see the data before you just like load into Power BI program. But the major tools after midterm is Power BI. So one of the things that you have to know is that Microsoft Power BI must be installed on Windows computer, Windows-based computer only, or Windows PC. That means I know that right now many of you have been using MacBook. Unfortunately, on the Mac OS itself, you cannot install Microsoft Power BI. You need to just like make it available. I will just like talk about it later on. And you must have the Power BI to be ready. Otherwise, you cannot take this subject after midterm for sure, because I mean like for practicing you have to use Power BI on Windows-based computer, and also on our final exam we have to use Power BI software as well. So if you haven't get the Power BI into your computer, you cannot take the exam for sure, and you cannot practice for sure. So this one, these are the important computerized tools that we have to use in this class. So for the objective of this course, we would like you to understand importance of data, data analysis and data visualization. These are the things that you have to understand. And we would like to use this knowledge to build data models and also make the informed decisions. So for the course level learning outcome, or CLO, that you see like in every subject's TQF3 or syllabus that they have, in this subject, you will have to demonstrate understanding of data analytics in business practices and organizations. Also, you should be able to interpret the result of business data and their implications on business operation. Apart from that, you must be able to use software package to develop appropriate models of business analysis and problem solving, to analyze results of business models that produce business intelligence in a variety of settings. Also generate insights through visualization reports and dashboards based on the features of the business data. These are like the important course learning outcome that we need to have. So in this oneนะครับ let's have the cost see the course description a bit. In this subject, we'll learn the data fundamentals such as how to connect to data, how to shape, combine, and characterizing them. Also, the building of data models using financial models, scenario manager, goal seek, data tables, and DAX. That is data analysis expression is used in this class. We also learn about the analyzing of the data by using pivot tables, calculated columns, and calculated measures. Visualization of data using spark lines, slicers, reports, visualizers, and dashboards. These are like the features in our computerized tools that we have to use in this class. Okay. So, and these are like the credit hours per trimester that I mentioned before. Okay. So after that, we will talk about the teaching plan that we have. In this one, we have to just like switch a bit. It's not on campus. In this class, from the announcement, this in this term we are going to have the class that is the online class for the whole term except there's like a new announcement that we can have like the on-campus class, then we will switch it on to the on-campus class. So let's see what we have to learn in this on the first week. We will learn about the introduction to data analysis and data visualization. On second week, we will study about like and understand the logical functions. Then on third week, we will build the financial models and understand sensitivity analysis. On week 4, we will learn about scenario manager and scenario summary to forecast the data. Week 5, we will learn the adding of the interactivity to business models using forms. Week 6, we will learn about the data analysis using advanced filter, sum if else, and sum product functions. Week number 7, we will learn about the data analysis using pivot tables. Then we have the midterm exam. On week 8, we will learn the data analysis using data analysis expression or DAX. Week number 9, we will learn data visualization using data bars, icon sets, slicers, and pivot charts. Week number 10, we will learn the data visualization as well. But on week 10, we will use visualizers to create reports. Week 11, we will learn the data visualization using visualizers to create dashboards. To compile all of the data visualization in the same page so that you can control and then make a decision over those dashboards that we have. And on the last week week number 12, we will have the group research presentation. So that means in this class we are going to have the group research as well. That means you have to form a group. I can tell you at the beginning of the term that we are going to have the group around after midterm examination to do the work. It must be the group of 4 up to 5 students per each group. Each group will have to do some tasks together that might be the group assignments. And also I'll assign the like a term project to you that you have to do the discussion among your teammates, among your group mates, and then just like prepare the presentation that I'll mention early. I'll mention later. Sorry. So totally we'll spend the times in the lecture together for 48 hours. For the plan of assessing the course learning outcome, we have the formative assessment, that is non-graded assignments and feedbacks. I'll just give you the practice problem so that you can practice on these problems by yourself. And later on, I'll just like give you the answer, the solution of that problems. How do you gonna do that one correctly? Okay, and then we have midterm and final exam. And then for the summative assessment, these are just like the formative assessment that we have got. You can read it by yourself for the tools and percentage weight that we use for assessment and evaluation. Okay, now let's see the important facts and figures here. For midterm examination, it's 40%. Midterm exam is 40%. And final exam is 35%. Final exam is 35%. Group project. Group project or group research, it's 20%. And lastly, individual assignments is 5%. In total, it's 100% for our scores. The percentage of each evaluation method that we have. And for the grading systems, we align on the grading system of MUIC. And actually for the whole MU, we use this grading system. So this is letter grade subject from A to F, and no re-examination. For the student appeals, student can seek for academic advices and contents and evaluation clarification from instructors and program directors during office hours or by appointments. In addition, MUIC provides students the opportunity to formally appeal on academic related matters through an appealing letter submitted to the college. And these are like teaching materials and resources. You may just like read from these textbook as well, or you may just like search the kind of textbook and tutorials on the internet as well. For the evaluation and improvement of course management, the strategies for evaluating course effectiveness by student, we have mid-trimester feedback that are anonymous from students, and formal student evaluation at the end of trimesters with the result monitored by program director. Also, for the strategies for evaluating teaching methods, we have peer evaluation based on class visits and formal student evaluation at the end of trimesters on teaching methods. And for improvement of teaching methods, the instructors just like attend the teaching and learning training and seminars. And we have improvement through closing the loop activity using feedbacks from students and result of evaluation of course learning objective. And we also have dialogue with peers. So for verification process for evaluating student standard achievement outcomes in the course, we can receive the comment from students on learning outcome and evaluation criteria. Formative feedback to students' projects and papers are communicated to students. And evaluation of course learning objective by faculty members through several evaluation methods recorded in assurance of learning or AOL reports. And we also have a review planned for improving the effectiveness of the course by having continuous improvement through closing the loop activity, using feedback from students, and result of the evaluation of course learning objective. Also, we have the formal dialogue among program directors, AOL and curriculum development subcommittee, and responsible faculty members. Okay, and these the rest of them are the appendix. So these are like the things that we generally would like you to know about like the things that we have to learn นะครับ as I mentioned earlier we have to use two different tools นะครับ we have to use two different tools in this subject นะครับ the first one is Microsoft Excel that is our main tools นะครับ that you have to learn นะครับ for I mean at least half of the term and after midterm we have to use another tool that is Microsoft Power BI นะครับ also Microsoft Excel is still used a bit นะครับ after midterm นะครับ so that you can just use it to manipulate the data นะครับ before you import it into Power BI นะครับ so this is the TKF3 of course syllabus นะครับ up to this point do you have any questions